Welcome everybody to RMS Sales Training and Inspiration. My name is Rich Norton. You know me, but I have to introduce myself. I really am excited about this opportunity. I'm excited about today, and I'm excited about life. And it's important that we always have that attitude, because during this life there's going to be a lot of difficulties, there's going to be a lot of challenges, there's going to be obstacles along the way, there's going to be things that are going to be in your way that may stop you from becoming successful. And sometimes when people have these detours or they have these challenges, it's easy for them to give up and throw in the towel and say, well, I gave it my best, or it's just too hard right now, or I'm going through a really difficult time and I don't seem to be going anywhere right now. So they throw in the towel and they give up, and that's it. And the amazing part about that, they are very close, super close to getting to that next level, to having great success. And all they have to do is just keep marching, keep going forward, and never ever looking back. Because I promise you this, everybody that is super successful, everybody that is considered successful, we don't really know what they went through in order to get to where they're at. There is a lot of struggle. There is a lot of difficulties. There is a lot, if you look at their story, there's a lot of tough times that they've been through. There was tough times when they were broke, where things just weren't working right. They were ready to throw in the towel themselves, but they stuck to it and they kept working at it and they kept plugging away. So this is what we have to fully understand, and it's important that we all grasp this and we really get this down. Because even in our business, people will look at some of the people and say, man, they're just fortunate, or they're great salespeople, but they don't know where they were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15, 20, whatever the number may be. Even with my story, people look at me, they don't know where I was 20 some odd years ago. Very difficult times that I went through, without getting into all the history, all the struggles, all the challenges. I promise you, they were there. And if you read any biographies about successful people, you will find some things and you will say this, man, I never knew that. Wow, I didn't know they went through that. Or they lived in their car, they were homeless, they were struggling, they had no money, they were broke, they were bankrupt, they owed money, all these different types of stories. But the difference between them and everybody else is they never gave up. They kept plugging away. They had stick-to-itiveness. They had perseverance. They always kept going no matter what. And that's the difference, and that's what it's going to take in order to have success, especially with merchant services. Because when you're brand new and you're starting out, this is walking on faith. This is taking a risk. This is jumping on a challenge. And along the way, you're going to hear, man, you're not making any money at that. Or even from people that you know or very close to you. It could be your spouse, it could be your parents, it could be your children, it could be your friends, it could be anybody. And you're going to hear from the people that are closest to you, you're going to hear, man, you may want to think about getting a different job, man, because you ain't making it. You need to get a real job. You may even hear that. We all hear that. We've all heard that. But you have to ask yourself, are these people in life where I want to be, or what is my reason why? There has to be a reason why. And you look at it, you say, man, if those people can do it, I can do it. If they can have great success, I can have great success. What's the difference between them and me? The difference is they kept plowing away. They kept plugging away. They worked hard, and they never, ever gave up. It doesn't mean that it's going to be super easy. There's going to be some difficult times, but I assure you it's going to be worth it. You have to make a decision, and you have to do it right now. And that's what this show is dedicated to. Do not procrastinate any longer. I'm going to talk a little bit about overcoming procrastination. I wrote a Monday morning motivation about that. Got a great response from everybody. A couple people called me up and said, man, you were speaking about me. I can relate to what you were talking about. And you have to make a decision, and you have to make that decision right now. So quit talking about it, quit everything else, just do it. Now is your time for success. Today is the beginning of the rest of your incredible life. Today is the beginning of the rest of your amazing life. I don't care about yesterday. I don't care about last week. I don't care about a month ago. I don't care about 10 years ago. This is your new start right now. Whether you had a great week last week, whether you had a poor week, today is a new beginning. Start right now. Are you ready to begin an amazing journey, a success journey? We are going to teach you, we're going to show you, we're going to help you get to some incredible levels. You have to do exactly what we do, and you'll have great success. So that's our theme. No more procrastinating from all of you, from any of you. Let's make that decision right now. We're going to take a short break, and we're going to jump right on it. We're not going to procrastinate. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, this is Rich Norton with Retriever Merchant Solutions. I am excited about the opportunity that we have with Retriever Merchant Solutions. I have a passion to teach people, to train people, to help people reach a maximum level, to reach their full potential. We have leaders, and we are expanding with all of our leaders. We have leaders all throughout the country that are teaching people, training people, and this is exciting to see the success that's been happening all around the country. Now, if you're out there and you're wondering, hey, can I be successful in direct selling? Well, here's the key. Find the right company, find the right people, find the people that have integrity, look for a position where they have upfront money, where you can build a wonderful life right from the beginning, but also an opportunity where you can earn residual income. That's what we have with Retriever Merchant Solutions. So if you are excited about an opportunity like that, I'm here to tell you that we're going to train you, we're going to teach you, we're going to introduce you to representatives all around the country that are doing amazing things and earning incredible income. That could be you if you're willing to make a commitment. It's going to take a positive attitude, determination, a lot of persistence, and never, ever giving up. So if I just describe you and you're looking for that type of life, give me a call. You're going to see the numbers right here on the screen. You'll see the email. You can reach out to me through email. You can give me a call at 904-434-4635. Thanks so much. Have a fantastic day, and I wish you great success.
Hey everybody, Johnny Van Zandt here from Skinner. You're watching RMS with Richard Norton. Sales and inspiration.
Yeah.
There you go. On American Hearts Radio, web TV.
All right, I'm right back with you, and I want you to know that I certainly do have a passion for people to become incredibly successful in this business. Whether you realize this or not, I'm sure many of you know this already, I want people to be incredibly successful in this business. Sometimes my fault is I want them to be more successful than they want it for themselves. And I've seen that, and that happens, and I've even said that. Why don't people do what I tell them that they need to do? Well, you know, not everybody's crazy like you, Rich Norton. My wife told me that. So you have to make a decision. Today's the day to make the decision. I have a question. Have you made the decision that you are going to be incredibly successful in this industry? Do you realize that you have the capabilities? Do you realize you have the vehicle? Do you realize you have the right company? Do you realize that you have totally what it takes to become successful? This is an incredible, amazing opportunity. We are providing resources that go even to a higher level. The company that we have, thank God, is an incredible, amazing company. It's not perfect. None of them are perfect. But I tell you this, I know we're the best. No question about it. And we're going to keep on improving. We do some amazing things. Our training program that used to be years ago, take out somebody from the field for a couple days, that's your training, call me when you need help. We've gone way beyond that right now. We have videos, we have a website, we have training materials, we have all types of information. Each of our brand new representatives are required, this is, as I said, required to watch a professional in the field for 4 days. On the 5th day, they're going to work together with their trainer and their leader to go out and write merchants on their own. And then while they're going out into the field on their own, what's going to end up happening is they're going to have some accountability. And that goes a long way. That's very, very important that we have accountability. And with that accountability, at the end of the day, they're going to talk about what they did for that day and what they need work on most of all. So our leaders are ready to go the extra mile. They know that in order for them to be great leaders, these are things that they're going to need to do as well. So everything that we teach, everything that we talk about is exactly what we do. We don't say do what we say do what we do and you will have success. Very important. We're not sitting behind some old executive desk somewhere in some big office saying, hey, go out and do this, go out and do that. We're in the trenches. We're in the field with you. We have some great, exciting things. It's time to take advantage of the opportunity. Theme of today, do not procrastinate. Have you found yourself talking about, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it in 2 days. Next week, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it next month. I promise you, if this is your philosophy, tomorrow does not come. Someday is not a day in the week. People talk about that. Someday, when all the stars line up, I'm going to have amazing success. That's when I'll take advantage of the opportunity. Soon as the baby's born, that's when I'm going to do it. Soon as this happens, that's when I'm going to do it. Soon as I save more money, that's when I'll take advantage of the opportunity. Soon as I learn more, that's when I'll take advantage of the opportunity. Soon as I get more training, that's when I'll take advantage of the opportunity. You know what those are? They're all excuses, and they never, ever happen. People that talk in tomorrows, they never come. It never happens. A month goes by, 2 months goes by, 6 months go by. Meanwhile, they're not out in the field making it happen. What they're doing is they're watching everybody else make it happen. And they'll take a glance at those leaderboards and they'll say, man, those people are doing great. I don't want to watch this leaderboard anymore. It makes me negative. Then they start getting jealous and all this other emotions start happening. Forget about all that. Today is your day. Now is your time. If you found yourself where you have become the type of person that is procrastinating, we're done with that today. Make that decision right now. I'm done with it. Because that's step number one, really, is all we have to do is we have to have some self-awareness. All right, write that down, self-awareness. And then sometimes we just got to get real. Bottom line, why am I procrastinating? Have you asked that question of yourself? Write that out. Why do I procrastinate? And write all these things out. And you're going to find there's a lot of lame excuses right there. I'm just getting real with you right now. I'm being transparent. But let's get real with ourselves and become self-aware. Why am I procrastinating? I am afraid. Admit it, whatever it may be. I feel like I haven't had enough training. I'm lazy. It's okay to say that. All right, some of you, I'm hitting you right now. I'm hitting it hard. I'm lazy, right? Whatever it may be, I don't think I'm worthy, right? Figure all these things out and let's work on that. And it's time to be self-aware. Find out all the reasons why you are procrastinating. It's important that we nail them right on the head, just hit that hammer on the head, and let's figure that out. And once we've got that figured out, now we're going to come up with a solution to fix that. Okay? If, for example, you said, well, I'm lazy. I've been lazy. You talk about getting out in the field at 7 o'clock, leaving the house at 7 o'clock, and I'm at home till 10. I've got all the excuses. Got to watch the kids. I don't have a real job. I get taken advantage of. I got all this extra time. Whatever it may be. I got this to handle, that to handle. All excuses. That's all they are. And it's time to make a commitment. I got to get a schedule. I have to. If that's your thing right there, that you're not getting out in the field early, or you just don't have a schedule, it's time to make one. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock in the morning, leaving the house. I'm making my plan for the whole week. 7 o'clock, leaving the house. Not coming home till 6 o'clock every night. That doesn't mean I'm going shopping or going to a movie or anywhere else. I'm going to work. This is my area Monday. This is my area Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I know exactly where I'm going. I've got my plan. I've got my order of where I'm working. I've got my appointment book. This is what I'm going to need to do. I'm going to be mentally prepared, physically prepared. I'm writing everything out. I've got my tank filled up. I've got my appointment book. I've got referrals. I've got callbacks. I'm building what we call the mojo. I got the mojo going. I got the momentum being built. This is planning out a schedule. So if you found that you've been lazy or you're just not prepared, then it's time to get more prepared. So whatever it may be, okay, well, I don't feel like I'm prepared. Here's the best way to get more prepared. Get your butt out in the field and learn. That's the best way to learn this business. That's called the Goya formula. Get off your, the rest. In church we would say, get off your blessed assurance. Okay? All these things are going to help you get to that next level. So if that's what it is, make that decision. But having a schedule definitely makes a difference. So whatever the excuse may be, figure it out and let's put a plan together. If I need more training, get out in the field. Talk to the people that are in life where you want to be and learn from them. There are plenty of representatives in our group that if you call them right now and say, hey, so-and-so, I see you're number 4 in the company, tell me how you got there. And they'll tell you, and they'll teach you, and they'll train you. Why? Because someone did that for them also. It's not a question of, well, how much money can I make off you? They're not like that. They're going to say, this is what I did differently, and this is what it takes in order to have success. And you're going to find that all of them will tell you pretty much the same thing. I go to work every day. I have a plan. I got a schedule. I know where I'm going. I'm focused. I got momentum. I got mojo going. I'm making it happen each and every day. I promise you, looking at you right in your eyes right now, if you do that, you cannot help but become successful. You can write a couple merchants a week without even knowing what you're doing, because eventually even a blind squirrel will find an acorn if they keep on looking. So bottom line, they're out there. All you got to do is keep on doing it, keep on making it happen. So those are things, becoming self-aware. Here's one for you. Be accountable. It's time to start being accountable for what you're doing. And this is writing out your goals, getting things done, making a decision to getting things done. This is what I want you to do right now, if you haven't done this already. If you have done it already, bring out that notebook and let's take a look at this. It's time for a success plan. And at the top of that, you're going to put why. W-H-Y. Why am I doing this? And you're going to write everything out. What are your goals? What are your goals for today? What are your goals for this week? I want you to write all this out. What is your goal for today? If you're watching this in the morning or if it's the end of the night, what are your goals for tomorrow? What are your work goals? Where are you going to be working? What do you want to accomplish? Whatever day you're watching this, what are we going to accomplish for the rest of this week right now? What are we going to accomplish for this month? What are we going to accomplish for the rest of this year? I'm writing out my success plan, and I've got it all written out, because you know what's going to happen? I'm going to get things done. I'm making the decision right now. I'm holding myself accountable to getting things done. If it's going to be, bottom line, it's all up to me. I can have all the motivation, I can have all the inspiration, I can have all the training, I can watch all the videos all day long, I can talk a good game and talk about how wonderful and blessed and everything else, but it's time to make a decision, and it's time to get things done. Are you ready? Are you ready, totally ready to get things done? And the way to do that is to hold yourself accountable. So be accountable to yourself, to your goals, knowing exactly what you want. And you should talk about this with your family. You should talk about this with your friends, the ones that are close to you, that encourage you, that back you up and support you, not the naysayers, because you're going to hear the, don't worry about that. Find out, make sure you've got the right people in your life, because you can have people that will drag you down. You don't want that at all. Find the people that are going to encourage you. Find people in this business that are successful. Do what they do. Let them encourage you. Let them train you. Let them help you, because that's the next thing, is you want to be accountable to others. So not only is it important to be accountable to yourself, that's so important, but it's time to be accountable to others. Are you a lone ranger right now? Are you kind of doing things on your own? And some of you, you've got some team leaders that are reaching out to you and you're not answering your phone. Some, I'm getting real, here we go. You've got some representatives that are making it happen and they're calling you and you're like, oh, there's a super positive guy. I don't want to talk to him, right? He's too positive. He's going to make me go to work. I'm going to have to be accountable to him. And then we may give all the excuses in the world why we're not doing it. So it's time to be accountable to others. Now, I talked earlier about having that piece of paper out, all your goals. At the end of the day, we're going to have a form and we're going to go over what exactly happened in the field. And we're going to do that daily, especially for you new people. We're going to do that at the end of the week. And we're going to have everything written down. We want you to write everything down. And while you're doing that, we're going to go over that. And why do we do that? Because we're here for your success. And what that does, that builds accountability for you, for us. And then we'll go over that, and as we're going over that, we'll cover some things that you need work on. And we'll say, you know what? As I'm listening to you, it sounds like you need work on your opener. Or it sounds like you need work on your presentation. Or it sounds like you need work on closing better. Or perhaps we need to get some more referrals. Let me show you how we're going to do that. Perhaps we need to work on assuming the close a little bit more. So all the things, because we're all under construction, we're all going to keep on improving, and we're all going to keep on getting better. So these are important, that you're accountable to yourself and you're accountable to others. Make that decision. I'm talking about being accountable to the people that are successful, your family, because I mean, what better motivation is that? When you leave your home and you've got a family and you've got children, grandchildren, wife, spouse, whatever it may be, and you look at them and you say, a picture of them, I want to make sure that these people in this photo right here have the best life they can possibly have. And it's up to me to go out and make it happen for them. That's what we call the why, the reason why. You have a major why right there. That's good accountability also. So all you have to do is make a decision, here's another one, to show up. Show up each and every day. When you're holding yourself accountable, you just show up. Well, I don't feel like it. That doesn't matter. I don't feel like exercising. Probably a lot of people don't either, most of the time, but they do it anyway. I don't feel like, I just don't have the energy today to go out and make it happen. Do it anyway. And you'll feel much better about yourself rather than sitting on the couch saying, man, I should have worked today. Man, I didn't even enjoy the day because I know I should have been out there today. This is where that discipline comes in. Show up. Make that commitment. How am I going to have success? Just by doing it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Be accountable. Stop procrastinating. Show up and do it right now. TNT, today, not tomorrow. Make that decision. I'm going to take a short break and I'll cover a couple other things and we will close the show. I'll be right back.
Hi, we're Rich and Lee Norton with the Hands and Feet Foundation. Hands and Feet is a wonderful ministry where we serve on the west side of Jacksonville, Florida.
And this is a ministry that's near and dear to our heart. There's so many wonderful things that happen out there. Come to 7478 103rd Street, Jacksonville, Florida, or you can go to handsandfeetfoundation.org, or if you want to go to Facebook, Hands and Feet West Side. Come and see what we do. Check us out if you'd like to give or if you'd like to donate your time, whatever it may be. I mean, we're just loving this ministry. Love for you to be part of it as well. All right, I am right back with you. Really excited to share this information. I think I am really covering some topics that's hitting home with a lot of you right now. I hope this resonates. It's time to make a decision right now. A couple other things that will help you. Sometimes we look at these big goals, and what ends up happening when we look at big goals, usually we will say, someday I'm going to live in a house like that. One day I'm going to accomplish that. And it never happens because the big task, it looks too far away. This is why it's important to break them down into small, everyday tasks. So in order to achieve that big goal, the way we can stop procrastinating is to break it down into small, simple goals. What am I going to do today to get me to that level? What do I need to accomplish this week to get to that level? What do I need to do this month, this year, and that will be my 10-year goal. So that makes a difference because I understand it's easy to say, I'm going to have this one day and someday. And as I stated earlier, someday's not a day in the week. You got to do it every single day, and you have to make it happen. So small tasks, small goals will help you to achieve the big goals. And the final thing, it's important to enjoy the journey and celebrate the victories that you have. Now, I don't mean you have to go out and party every small thing you do or go out on a trip. Just celebrate. Give yourself a pat on the back. Like, for example, if you said, I set a goal to write 3 today. Whatever it may be. It doesn't even have to be in this business, just life in general. I set a goal to accomplish this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reward myself with something small, whatever it may be. You set a goal for the week, I'm going to reward myself for accomplishing this. If it's a bigger goal after 6 months, make a decision that you're going to reward yourself. So celebrate the small victories as you're achieving the big victory, as you're working closer and closer to that. So today is your day. Make that decision. No more procrastination. I'm not going to have that in my life. Make that decision. Quit saying someday. Quit saying one day. Have what I talked about earlier, TNT. I'm going to do it today, not tomorrow. Make the decision to do it right now, because the time is going to go by anyway, and it goes by really, really fast. And we don't want to live our lives with regrets. We're going to pay the price of success, but I would rather much pay that price for success rather than paying the price of regret. Saying that I should have, I could have, if only, I wish. We don't want to live our lives that way. And that's what people do when they procrastinate. So make that decision right now. It starts today. Today is a beautiful gift. Why not start today? It's a gift from God. What you do with this day without procrastinating is your gift back to God. Make it an awesome one. I'll see you next time on RMS Sales Training and Inspiration.